What's up, drunk marks? I want to wish you all a very happy Singles Awareness Day. But to those of you that where the holiday applies the other way, because we need to include that positive Hallmark sending bullshit. Happy Valentine's Day, listeners. Welcome to another episode of Drunk Wrestling History. I am your designated host, Adam. Gonna try to keep this shit show together on a very emotional day, however it's affecting you. But you know what? We're gonna do this stuff. And of course we got our... Sure, it's Valentine's Day. Our lovely panel here. So, what are you guys doing spending Valentine's Day with me tonight?
I'm laughing at Adam working blue already. Like the show isn't even like 2 minutes old and he said shit twice.
It is 1:40 right now. Take off 30 seconds for the intro music, and Adam said bullshit about 6 seconds in.
Yeah.
Well done, lad.
Adam's working blue.
I'm trying to make up for lost time.
I'm still laughing at the Canales song.
It'll never not be funny.
Yeah,
so many elements to this show.
Yep. So anyway, this is Eddie. Woozle Wuzzle is my catchphrase.
And this is Scott. Drinking is my business, and business is good.
Nice. Good one.
And with it being Valentine's Day, I thought it'd be a little in the mood, a little romantic to have the wives here with us as well. I was going to bring my wife, but I have to introduce myself to her first and then start dating, do the whole marriage thing.
There's a lot in that.
Yeah, there is a lot. But, of course, we have...
I'm Eddie's wife, Carissa.
I'm Scott's wife, Shannon.
Yes, she is.
But yeah, we have a very fun Valentine's Day treat for you. We're going to go over our hottest wrestlers tonight. But before we jump into that, of course, this is Drunk Wrestling History. We have to drink away our sorrows and our fears, and also drink away to celebrate love. What do we have tonight?
So what we've got right now, well, we have two things. The first one we're going to do a shot of together. This is Aquavit. We bought this when we were in Toronto.
Which is where we got married.
Which is where we got married. I didn't even think about that.
Aw, I love you guys.
We didn't buy it when we got married. We bought it when we were there for SummerSlam, which was equally romantic.
Did you hear that?
Well,
there was like 500 collective
We got married in
A's.
August, so you could also pretend it was for our anniversary.
It was our anniversary.
But it was really for SummerSlam.
So it's called Aquavit. We got a little distillery there. It was a really interesting drink. And we brought a bottle home, and it's been sitting here, kind of saving it for a special occasion. And this is a special occasion, and we're all going to do a shot together. Then we're going to open the other drink.
Well, Adam's doing a shot of something else.
I got a shot of Dr. Pepper.
Here we go.
Because that's who I'm dating tonight.
Dive.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Well, that's not bad.
Oh, Scott hates it.
What? It tastes like hairspray.
Oh, Scott hates it. Shannon thinks it tastes like hairspray.
Like when you're spraying your like big ass hair.
Oh my god, that's all I can taste now.
What?
All right. I like it. Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to get a...
Dude, that wasn't Aquavit. That was Aquanet.
You're also going to get...
Oh, Lord.
Wait.
But of course,
But wait, there's more.
definitely, there is more.
So the other drink we have is Adam got Scott. He got the four of us each. Well, two bottles per couple. A bottle per couple. Sorry. Of a little bit of the bubbly.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
One more time. A what?
A little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly.
We got the little bit of the bubbly champagne, the official champagne of Le Champion.
Champion.
So we're gonna pop this right now. This has been sitting here for the last week,
Champion.
Whoa!
Alright.
Woohoo!
and that's what we're drinking during the show.
It is also
Champion
going...
that also looks like he's had a few every time he comes out.
He's definitely had a few every time he comes
Yeah.
out. His belly looks like it's got a few.
Dad bod.
That's true. He is working it, though.
Ooh, we're actually going into official champagne glasses, too. We're keeping it classy, folks.
This is a
That's how we
classy
do it on the
podcast.
show.
So anyway,
It's pouring is in progress right now. We got to treat this Le Bubbly with le respect. Or,
Yes.
or
I didn't want to
how...
hold up the whole show while we poured, so that's why.
yeah. So anyway, you already kind of teased it that we're going to talk about the hottest chicks. Originally, this came up because Travis texted you.
Travis Fowler.
Travis
folks.
Fowler, the
At
great-
T Fowler 1.
Yes. He texted you like right away, like it might have been like a day or two after the first episode dropped. and said, you texted me and said, hey, a listener said that we need to talk about our biggest crushes.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
Because we go back a long way. As we covered in episode number 1, our history in wrestling, we go back a long way. So we're talking like 1985.
The two of us.
1, the two of us, yes. So
right.
We've spanned a lot of women in the world of wrestling over the last 30 plus years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was the plan. So I was like, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, biggest crushes. I was like, I can come up with a few.
There have been a few, yeah.
Yeah. Then the next day he DMs me or tweeted me and he said, you guys got to talk about the hottest chicks. And I was like, well, that only took one day for him to make it a little creepy.
So this is going to cover a wide spectrum of like 85 to current day crushes and hottest chicks in wrestling.
Exactly.
But first, before we get to that, a bit of the bubbly has been poured. So I say we should cheers. Adam is still with his Dr. Pepper.
But
In a wine glass.
But in a champagne glass, because he keeps it classy, folks.
Of course.
Cheers.
L'chaim,
A bit of the
everyone.
bubbly.
Nostrovia.
All right. Well,
I now feel part of
that's
the
good.
inner circle.
it's really good, actually.
It's good.
Ooh, it is good, yeah.
Le Champion knows
That's
le
delicious.
ingredients for le good product.
Adam, thank you.
You are
This
very
is
sir.
a
Thank you, Adam.
belated Christmas gift. Much appreciated. It is delicious. Thank you, sir.
Eddie was
Here's
so
to Adam.
excited.
One more to Adam.
Adam.
Woo.
Cheers to Adam.
Yay.
You should have seen Eddie's face. when he-
For my wrestling mom, dad, aunt, and uncle. Happily. I'm so glad you all enjoy it.
So do you want to
delicious.
start? Do you want to start off with, you were talking about
I would
starting
love
with
to.
crushes?
Yeah, and I hate to be obvious. Obviously, we talked, 85? That we're big fans of wrestling. Got to start with Miss Elizabeth.
Right.
Carissa has a question.
I would like to go further back because for the research of this show, I looked at pictures of all the women on the website, and who was not Moolah, the older one?
Mae Young.
Mae Young was very beautiful in her day.
She was.
She was
She
like
was.
classic Hollywood movie star.
Right. During the Civil War, she was
Yes.
really attractive.
No, she,
I don't know how old you think I am, Carissa, but I did not see her on TV.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nor have I ever finished to her.
Ah. Oh.
But we can talk about
We'll forget
Elizabeth.
it.
Liar.
Lies. Wife. Nobody asked you. Be quiet over there. Elizabeth would be my first. I don't even know if I want to call her a crush because
She's
when
so cute.
no, she's. You look back now, like
Yes.
for example, I just watched a Saturday Night's Main Event from 1985, and they were doing the bobbing for pumpkins
Yeah.
on Saturday's Main Event, and they did it in the chocolate with the pumpkins, and Elizabeth was there dressed as Jane, and Macho Man was Tarzan.
This
It was a
sounds
whole thing.
very dirty.
Oh, it was extremely dirty.
Yeah.
You should have seen
No, it was
Bobby Heenan.
cute.
He
It
was
was
out of
cute.
control. I don't even know if I would call her a crush, but like I loved Miss Elizabeth
Yeah.
back in the day. The one I could say that I had an actual crush on, and this might be a little bit ahead of your time, Missy Hyatt. And you say that name today, and
Yeah.
it's regarded not highly because she got a bunch of other divas in the day to do nude shoots and whatnot, and she took it kind of in a dirty direction.
Right.
But dude, Missy Hyatt in the late 80s was freaking hot, dude. And I'm talking like blonde hair, rockin' body. She hung out with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. I don't know how familiar you were with her, but
Yeah.
she was probably, before Miss Elizabeth, yeah, my first crush. Now, you could... Okay, so Carissa, for those of you not with the benefit of flash photography or a shot into our show, that
Remote viewing.
remote viewing, you're actually bringing up, Carissa, older pictures of her. If you bring her up from like 88, she
I'm
was in the
bringing newer
UWF.
pictures,
She was
literally.
Eddie Gilbert's wife. And she was smoking hot. That is my first recollection. Yeah, there you go. That is my first recollection of actually having a crush in wrestling. I couldn't say even Miss Elizabeth was a crush. I knew she was hot,
Right.
but that was Macho Man's. She was Macho Man's. But Missy Hyatt was hot, dude. Like
So is
that
it-
was my first crush in
She's
wrestling.
very Kelly Bundy.
And I love
Yeah.
Kelly
Yeah.
Bundy.
Yes.
Right.
Hey,
we
look,
know.
give it up to Christina Applegate for
Yes.
how many years later,
Oh, yeah.
still being fucking hot.
Even with the tits cut off.
It doesn't matter.
Oh!
Harsh.
No.
It's a bad show.
No. No.
We say bad things.
We've been drinking, folks.
Not
numerous
to say
things.
that.
It's the bubbly talking.
It's the bubbly. But Missy Hyatt would be my first recollection of actually having a crush. I can't count Miss Elizabeth in that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I would say, I don't know if I would call Miss Elizabeth as a crush either. And it might have been, I mean, I was 10. You know what I mean? Maybe I was a little too young.
I was like, in 85, I would have been 11.
She was also kind of the way they portrayed her. If they portrayed her the way that they did her in WCW, it might have been a different story, right?
Right.
I was
yes,
young.
It was dirty then. Yes.
Yeah, and I was young, but I was like old enough. Like I probably the White Wedding video is when I got my first boner, right?
Okay.
And didn't know why, but I knew something was going on with that video.
Okay, mine was Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Okay, well, so Elizabeth would have been a couple years after that, but
Yes.
she was in the nice dresses and she was fancy.
They didn't treat her as like a dirty diva.
They didn't make her.
She
They didn't make her particularly sexual.
No, they absolutely did. Even in '88
Mm-hmm.
at WrestleMania 4, which we've covered an episode of,
Right.
she was regarded very classy.
Right.
She was not dirty. Like the first dirty thing with Elizabeth was the Ric Flair stuff at WrestleMania 8.
No, she took her skirt off at SummerSlam '88. Not that was dirty, but you saw a lot more of her than you ever had before.
But that was more of a distraction, I think. The first time she was actually photographed as dirty,
Right.
like in one of their magazines. 'Cause look, let's fast forward a little bit. Let's
Okay.
get to the Attitude Era.
Go ahead.
Sunny,
Yeah.
Marlena, right? They started showing up. Sable started
Right.
showing up in Raw magazine in bikinis, lingerie. I don't know how many times. Dude, my socks got a workout in the late 90s, right? It was disgusting.
Right.
Thank you, Raw magazine. Those divas were represented in a dirty light. Miss Elizabeth wasn't represented as such until WrestleMania 8 when Ric Flair had supposed pictures
That's
of
true,
himself
yeah.
with Miss She was never held in that regard.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think I ever, as far as a crush, like it wouldn't be her for me.
You never finished to Miss Elizabeth. Like, that never happened.
Does anyone actually?
Well,
jerk
not
off?
till after she was dead.
Does anyone actually jerk off into socks, or is that just something on TV?
I think it's something in TV.
Okay.
I can honestly say I never have.
Because that's weird.
I've used a
It
T-shirt
is
to
weird.
clean up.
Well, that to clean up is different than like, but that's like it's like you're doing it into a sock.
Sheets even.
Don't listen to this in your car with your kids. Okay, anyone else on crushes? Like
Former, like back in the day. I say we turn it over to the wives.
We're too far back for me.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
No,
So
no.
let's touch on
Well,
Shannon
okay.
because she,
Far back.
we already banged the 80s right out.
so to speak, yes.
Yes.
I think if you're in an attitude era, she has something to say.
Okay,
There you
but
go.
I will agree with Miss Elizabeth, but to me, she was like super cute. Like that's
Yes.
who you wanted to be. Macho Man Randy Savage,
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
I wasn't
like,
finishing to Miss Elizabeth.
No,
Okay.
are we?
Nor were you, Shannon.
No.
Are these
No.
wrestlers that we think are hot, or wrestlers we want to bang? You know.
Well, I think when you're younger, it's like crushes, and then when you get
Yeah.
older, it's like I want to hit
Just
that.
don't
Like, give
miss-
me a hall pass. Like, I need to.
Miss Elizabeth's beautiful, but yeah, it's like
No.
she's too classy to
Yeah.
be like, oh my god, like yeah, I'm like fantasizing.
Right,
That's why I
exactly.
say she's so cute.
Yeah.
But I know,
Yeah.
like Shannon watched it as a kid.
I did.
Like, so let's transition over. Like, I don't know if you wanted to bang Miss Elizabeth, but like, let's take it
mean-
over. Like, no, you didn't want to
Yeah,
bang
we're
Miss
not
Elizabeth.
I mean, like,
Age.
I remember like as far back as like Ravishing Rick Rude. Like that was like
That's who
the
your mom wanted to bang.
gyrations. No, the gyrations. Like that was
Gyrations?
The
You were what, like 6? For fuck's sake! At 6 years old, you wanted to bang Rick Rude.
Well,
What
that's
do you
probably
think we
much.
did with our Barbie dolls?
right?
Wow.
that's probably how old I was when I saw the White Wedding video.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you're
I mean,
pretty
Rick Rude
young
was
when
a
you're like
shit.
aware of like it feels good down there. You know what I mean?
Suddenly, this is turning into a different podcast.
Well, you're questioning the age at which we think people are attractive.
So, like, okay, so Missy Hyatt for me was like the first one where I was like, oh, dude, like, okay, there's movement down below. Like, hey, now. Later on, it would have been obviously.
So how old were you then?
Like 88, I'm talking like 14 years old. 88, I think, is when I first saw Missy Hyatt, and I was like, oh, dude. Like, I couldn't think of Miss
yeah.
Elizabeth like that, but Missy Hyatt, I was kind of watching UWF, and I was aware of her, but, like, then they started showing pictures of her in, like, different wrestling magazines, and I was like, oh, dude. Like,
Yeah.
okay, Missy Hyatt for me was like, oh, boy. Like, 88 for me, 14 years old, that's when it started. But then, like, later on, when Raw magazine started showing Sable, Sunny, Marlena in, like, swimsuits and lingerie, that was the kicker for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept Kleenex in business in the late 90s.
Oh fuck, dude.
Jesus fucking Christ!
No.
What I did. Lots of boxes.
I didn't know this show was gonna get like this.
Well, dude, come on. three drunk guys. There's three
Well,
drunk
that's
guys and two drunk chicks talking about.
Two drunk guys.
True drunk guys.
Oh, sorry, Adam.
And
You
Well,
did the drunk
Adam,
guy, my bad.
what about you? Like, because you missed a lot of the early on stuff. You're a little before her and way later than the rest of us. So before you get to who I know you're going to get to, is there anyone else?
Of course. Yeah. So pretty much like
Because we might give you your own segment on that.
No, we
I
won't.
really appreciate it. I would say my first one was it's going to be Lita.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, as you know, my start time was around 2000, and so my first time I watched her was she was partnered with S.A. Rios, and then later that year she would end up partnering up with the Hardy Boys. So, just my consistent exposure to her, like I thought that she was a really good. Of course, not with a young mind of, oh god, just ugly out over her. I mean, I was feeling that way, but it was also because I was also amazed with the wrestling ability that she had. So
She was awesome.
Oh yeah,
She was incredible.
Yeah, definitely. She was an aerial artist, just ready to burst out onto the scene, and then it was just bonus that I found her to be the attractive one, and then. Yeah,
And she was kind of the first one like that too, right? Who could work but was also hot. Because like Alondra, well, no, Wendy Richter, I guess, by 1985 standards. But she was not.
Yeah,
But she was not-
found Wendy Richter hot.
I mean, she was fine for the time, and Alondra Blaze was fine too. But like not like Lita was like other level, right?
Yeah, first
like,
there
you
was
could
Bull
say-
Nakano.
right? And Bull Nakano was hey, but
Numerous finishes.
But Lita was definitely the first one. Like she was almost like you would almost say like a prototype for the women now.
Because
Definitely,
Lita came
definitely.
in when she was with S.A. Rios. We're talking Lita in
98.
99, 98.
I want to say Essa Rios had a match at 14, so 98.
Well, look, we
think-
went to a Raw show in Fresno together.
Yes,
S.A. Rios was on that show with Lita. So she was in there in 98.
January 98,
And she got with the Hardys in 99?
probably.
Okay, so we're talking 99 is when Lita kicked in. But yes, the first one that could actually work and that you would finish to.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. What do you? Shannon has something to say.
When I first got into wrestling was like late. My dad watched wrestling, taped everything over VHS tape.
You're hella
Right?
old.
Yeah, I know.
What's VHS?
That was Miss Elizabeth. Cute. Like, I love Miss Elizabeth. Very cute. Very, just not hot, cute.
No Kleenex.
But my first hot list has to go, everybody should know this,
You know.
to my girl Trish. Because I saw
What?
Trish in this long half vest jacket, duster jacket, cowboy hat, and I said, I want to be like this person. She came in
Or
with
have
this
her in my bed.
attitude. Yes.
Yes,
Had this
please.
attitude. I mean, the brows were a little bit thin, but she had this attitude that I said, this is what pulls me in. Going to what Adam said about Lita, Trish and Lita come as kind of a package.
Yes.
Because I always thought, Lita, I want to be able to wear these like cute little bikini tops with the, the thong showing with the baggy
Whale
Cargo
tails.
Django
shorts,
pants, the gloves,
Sneakers.
like that's my shit. But I just gravitated towards Trish as this hot bombshell with all this confidence, could wrestle, past episodes getting thrown through 2 tables.
Wait. How many tables did she get thrown through?
2.
2. Thank you.
2 tables. And that is what I wanted to be in the not 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
mid
Late
2000s.
90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
Yes.
That's who I wanted to be. Like,
They definitely
cowboy
kicked it off to
hat.
the
I bought a
next.
cowboy. I don't like country music. I bought me a cowboy hat.
Good girl.
Because Trish had this cowboy hat, and I wanted to be like Trish.
Yeah, I mean everybody loved Trish. Like she was. I think I would agree with
fantastic.
you. I might actually, even though I came in way before you, Lita might be the first one I would say crush status, right? Like Lita was the chick who like like not only was she super hot, you wanted to hang out with her, right? Like you want to be friends with
Yes.
Lita. You were like, she's like the
Right.
coolest fucking
yeah.
chick,
Well,
right?
you always loved Trish. You love Trish.
Oh, I love Trish.
But I
yeah.
actually asked him one time. I said, "Have you ever jerked off to Trish?"
I didn't know this was going to be a podcast like this.
Well, he started it.
I know.
I
Thanks.
did. I thought Kleenex.
And he said, "No, you don't do that." to
Yes, you
people
do.
like that.
Yes, you do.
He had too much respect for Trish to jerk off to her.
Yes.
Good for
You're
you.
so sweet, Eddie.
Yeah.
Your standards are way higher.
I don't have that
than
much respect for her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You're telling me you don't have pictures of your wife that you're like, all right,
that's
I'm
what
gonna
he's
pitch.
saying. He
I need to
does-
finish.
No, that's what he's saying. He doesn't have that much respect for me.
Wow. Shame on
He
you.
won't jerk off to Trish.
On Cupid's birthday.
How dare you?
You're ahead of my game. Good for you.
But Trita.
Trita. That's actually a good name
that's
for
a
it.
good, that's a
Trish
cool
and Lita
name.
is
Oh,
now-
You just coined it.
Now,
Trish,
coined.
Lita, are you hearing this?
Trita.
I like it.
Made
We'll
here
meet you
on
at WrestleCon. We'll
Okay.
have the shirts ready.
No, this is true because I'm actually meeting Lita and Trish
Yes.
at WrestleCon with a 2-pack wrestling figure to get signed by them. I'm going to tell
Okay.
them my wife has coined Trita.
Nice.
the best wrestling action figure of them yet. Period.
Disagree.
And yeah, no, I
It's still good.
I agree.
Disagree.
No,
I
he's a
agree.
professional.
But still good.
He's no, he knows.
Thanks.
I don't
Yeah.
want to lean on my credentials.
You know,
Right.
there's a whole other podcast on this.
Yeah, Ryder and Hawkins have a podcast about it. I heard they have a drunk podcast coming soon too.
Yeah, they've taken up
so-
drinking.
So okay, so we've gone through the old days. We've hit like the Attitude. Was there anyone else in the Attitude Era before we moved to the the next? But before we move into where they had like 600 fucking chicks that didn't do anything?
Okay,
the
so
Attitude Era is between what and what?
Well, it's not really a thing. Like say 97 to 2002.
Well, I'd like to move into the next one with mine because I don't think I've talked that much about mine because I came in later.
Right.
Trish and Lita were such a great bridge from the Attitude Era to the next generation of women that definitely does lead into what Carissa wants to get into.
Well, no,
Well,
I don't.
they actually weren't a great bridge at all. In
You
my
don't think so?
opinion. Well,
No,
no, because I think they were outliers. You know, you saw what women's wrestling could do with Trish and Lita, and instead of embracing
You
that,
got pillow
the
fights.
E
WWE decided to go in the opposite direction and
You're
hired
right.
Kelly to do pillow fights.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah. and that
So
was bullshit.
honestly, when I started watching, it was in that era when it was just, I'm doing air quotes here, hot chicks that couldn't wrestle, pretending to wrestle. So
You're right.
Yeah.
my first crushes were honestly, I think the only two at that point that could wrestle, which was Gail Kim and Beth Phoenix.
Gail Kim is on my list.
Yeah,
Gail Kim.
You know, like, and because I think that's the whole thing. Like, it's not just about being hot to me. It's about like doing your
Yes,
job
ma'am.
and like so. And they carried that era of wrestling with the Kellys and oh god, there's so many. Their names are all jumbling up in my head, but So those are my two picks for that time period. Like my first crushes at that point. And
Those are both really good choices.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like both of those a lot. I have a couple in them right in that weird era too, where most of them sucked. You and I were talking about it earlier, where they suddenly
if
they
anyone
just
says Kelly, I'm literally storming
ew
down to take it.
no.
Not on my list.
Strangle.
They had that era, and we were talking about this earlier. Particularly on SmackDown, it seemed that they had like 20 chicks who every damn week they were backstage getting ready. They're getting their dress on. They did a
Yes.
backstage segment, right? And they're talking about whatever, like talking about nothing. You don't even know what they're talking about. You're just looking at them, right? But then it was never clear what they got ready for because they never came to the ring. They never did a
Why
promo.
are you in full gear?
I think they
backstage?
were just at the arena getting ready to go to the club after the show.
in their gear.
Or they were trying to snatch John Cena.
Unless they just finished a dark match or
No.
no,
whatever.
they totally did not.
No, Adam, they were getting dressed up like in hooker gear.
No.
I'm not saying they were putting their jeans back on after taking off their ring gear. No, it was a bullshit, stupid ass segment every
It was
week.
the same as a pillow fight or a laundromat.
They were literally
Those are
waiting for
worse.
Randy Orton to take a shit in their bag.
Like Amy Weber, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
right. Amy Weber, yeah, I think it was her. If we're wrong and we have the wrong chick, you guys tweet us, but yeah. Amy Weber was kind of hot, but I think she's known for, and I hope I have the right person, but whoever it was, the one thing she was known for was Randy Orton did a Tessa in her bag,
Yes.
and then and then they fired her.
A Tessa.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or a Matunos,
Okay,
if you will.
wait. Can we get into Randy Orton? Because Randy Orton was my first, like,
This one.
hot
This one.
Dude,
Okay.
When he
It's
was
wife of
in-
mine.
when-
Way to
when-
jump.
when
Way
he
to
was in
way to jump the
Evolution.
gun, Shannon.
If you'd like to jump the shark like the fawns, sure.
Hey.
Shannon has no idea why we're reacting this way to her. We weren't going to get to the dudes for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Literally.
Way to stooge off the
I'm
gimmick,
sorry.
Shannon. So
Wait,
embarrassing.
wait. Who invited Shannon?
Yeah, who invited the drunk?
Just go back. Just pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, just pretend it didn't happen. Anyway, I have a couple other ones.
Like a
that
lot
it just,
of promos that take place.
so I have a couple in that era that I at least just thought were super hot, right?
Okay. Well, I'd like to hear this
right.
list actually. Yes.
Does anyone remember Lena Yada?
I remember Lena
Okay.
Yada. Yeah, she actually married the lead singer of Disturbed.
Disturbed, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
She was super hot.
Who was she?
Look her up. You missed her.
I would say she's average at best.
What's her
Okay, Lena Yada.
Lena.
Lena.
Lena. Lena. Yada.
Okay. We skipped over. I don't know how we just like glossed over. Well, first of all, a lot of people would be upset that we glossed over Sable, but fuck them. Sable sucked.
I mentioned Sable in the Raw magazine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kept Kleenex in
covered.
business.
She's
Remember
covered.
that part?
I don't really mean fuck you guys, but
This chick?
fuck Sable.
You might be drunk.
This chick?
Lena Yada.
Yeah, but none of
Yes.
those pictures are good.
No, she's super hot.
Okay.
Well, let's not get carried away.
But I think we barely paid any attention to Sunny. Sunny was the one who really changed the story for everyone because she was there before Sable by
Poor
a year-ish or so.
Yes.
She was Sunny at the time might have been like for me the hottest chick on the planet. Like she was just
Okay, I have a story
oy
to share.
vey.
I have a story to share
Go
about
ahead.
Sunny. When I moved out of my parents' house,
Okay.
when we moved my bed, there was a collection of Kleenex underneath the bed that was 100% due to Sunny.
You saved him?
I saved
Ew, he
Kleenex.
saved him and he sniffed him.
I saved Kleenex. Look,
Got your-
Sunny.
Ew!
You
Nobody's-
need to get out of my house right now. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever fucking heard.
I'm building up to Ed's point about Sunny, that
Ew.
she was the
No.
hottest diva.
Nobody needs to
From
know
like-
that story
I'm
to build
surprised
up
there's
to this
a tissue
about
under my
Sunny.
bed that says Sunny's name on
Oh
it.
God.
Okay, look, her Vivid video was like 22 years too late.
Well,
right?
it was too much too late.
or 22 years too late. But look, Sunny carried what was the Divas division from like 95, 96 until like 98, 99. Like, and then Sable picked it up and ran with it. But Sunny was the business.
She was
I'm building on your point. Like, Sunny was the business, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Sunny was it. Like, when Sunny came in, you're like, holy crap.
no one was
like-
on her level.
Nobody was on her level.
And she was good. She could talk too. I always thought she was really
Yes.
good on the mic. Like she actually had talent. But she could I don't know, maybe she got like disfigured a little bit or something. Like she looked a little weird or something, or put on a couple pounds. She still would have been really
Sure.
good. You know what I mean? She was talented.
Yes, Missy Hyatt still paid her.
Right. Now Sable put on 6 pounds. Forget it. She's getting the axe.
Done.
Right. She
Done.
had complete lack of talent.
You and Mark Marrow out.
Yeah. Okay, so I have another one from that middle era that I don't know anyone's gonna remember this, but the chick who kicked Drew McIntyre's ass, Tiffany.
Oh, Lord.
Right?
No, I agree.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
agree.
Right, see, because that's Adam's era right there, right?
That is,
Tiffany's.
dude.
Oh my god, dude, Tiffany was like the hottest fucking.
was-
like no, I don't think she.
Commissioner of
Does she have a
ECW for
last
like
name?
5
I don't
minutes,
know who
but
Tiffany is.
but she was good.
WWE.
She has Playboy pictures.
Oh yeah, she has. Yeah, she was also in Playboy before she got hired there.
Yes.
Yeah, and then another one right from that same era who's also sort of there now is Maurice.
Maurice.
Right.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
okay.
I love
Love
Maurice.
Maurice.
Maurice is, but look, like now, Maurice is beautiful. She's a mom of 2. Like,
Ew.
we respect Maurice, right? But back in the day, look,
No.
Right, jacking it.
jacking it, jacking it, jacking
No,
it,
I
spanking
that
it.
was one of those other ones that back in the day I still liked her. Like maybe she wasn't the best wrestler, but she came with the attitude, and like she had that thing that like some of the best wrestlers don't even have. Like technical wrestlers
Agree.
don't even have. You know,
And
like,
you could tell she tried. She worked
and
hard.
She
was there to
worked
work.
hard, and she had that charisma that you just can't like buy in the ring. You know, when she came out and did that hand thing, like she was amazing. I love her.
Yeah, like, I don't-
I love
Agree.
Maurice from day one.
Agree.
Love her with Miz. Love everything.
And she dressed up as the gobbledygooker. Extra points.
Yes.
As Mr. T would
Exactly.
say, she earned credits.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember Katana Baker? Either of you?
Is that a
you
Mortal
wouldn't.
Kombat character?
No, but it's the same name. Katana was one of the Miller Lite catfight girls, right? She was the one who fought on the bed and rolled over Coach.
Okay, you can leave.
So no.
Get out.
Hang on. No. I have a great story about her though. She was really hot too. I mean, she was one of the catfight girls. She was no Maurice or anything
At
like
19?
Yeah, in 19 they rolled over, which was funny as fuck. I mean, that was the piss break match, but I mean,
totally was.
Coach made the match good.
Yes, Coach.
It was garbage, and
Awesome.
it was that was where it was. We're gonna be in bed or in the ring, or we're gonna fight in bed, whatever. It was stupid, but they hired her as remember they did the first Diva Search, right?
Yes.
She was in the first Diva Search. Chow and I went to. You guys will meet Chow at some point. Probably when we get to WrestleManias. Chow's gonna be here. He's a maniac.
He loves WrestleMania and strippers.
Yes. So we went to see. It's when they were doing the Diva Search live in the arena every week, and they did one week at the Cow Palace where they told there might have been like 4 of them left. She was left, and they told them to cut a promo on the other chick or whatever. I don't know if nobody talked to her about what you are and are not allowed to say on TV. I don't know if she's ever watched TV and been aware of it. But whoever the other one was in the ring, she said this on live fucking TV. Well, it wasn't live. It was SmackDown, so it would have been pre-taped. But still, she said it in front of a ring, in front of an arena full of people for TV. She called her a cum-sucking gutter slut.
Wow.
Yeah, it was incredible, dude. And like nobody's, and I would like, this is before iPhones, so like I'm sure there's no video. I mean, WWE would have the video of it, but you're not gonna be able to look it up and find it. But it was fantastic.
And we thought Adam was working blue today. Wow.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think that's the first time someone said come on the show. Although you've been talking about jerking off for the last 20 minutes.
That's our show.
Okay, so I think we're getting closer to like current.
Yes, current day.
So,
Well, I have not current, but recently current. My favorites are still the Bellas. And
You love
I know
them.
that's a very controversial thing to say, and I totally get it. And I actually literally hated them when they first hated them. That they were
Same.
ugly, hated them like so much, like, but they just grew on me, and they are my favorites now. I just love what they're about. I think they're so gorgeous, like their souls, and they're like mine, and they're what just happened?
There might be some slight disagreement from your
And
partner
just
there.
I love them so much, and I think they were one of those ones in the era of they were hired because they were hot, but they were shit. But they came back and they tried. They worked their asses off, and they actually they were really good. They were really good.
Try.
And I think
Sorry.
I'm gonna punch you in the head.
you know what, you guys,
Love you.
I meant to say this up front. I didn't want to be negative about anyone on this.
Let's pull back the curtain.
Like I didn't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be like someone sucks or someone's not hot because I don't know because what if
everybody's
well I was just like I don't want to
It's
be rude like
subjective.
right like well I was like
and that's what I said. This is gonna be a controversial statement.
well and I was also
Didn't think it would be for this bitch.
and I was thinking like
Whoa.
I don't want to talk about who's not hot because
Yeah.
like I don't know what if Charlotte's listening to this
All right. Yeah, Charlotte's listening.
Go
to
ahead.
this.
Yeah, put on more makeup. What the hell?
or Chelsea Green.
Who would dump Emma for her? What the fuck?
We'll get to that
Wait,
later.
but,
Hey.
the horse feet.
no, she did that on
Horse
purpose.
feet.
Okay.
So,
Horse face.
yeah, I mean, to me, like, they kind of embodied, like, what should have happened with a lot of women in that era, which is they were hired because they were hot, but then, or they were hired because they were twins, but they worked their asses off to prove themselves, and they did. You know, like, I think they left that company so strong.
All right. Very
And,
good.
Yeah. But, yeah, so then, I mean, do you want to talk about current, or was that the only...
No, I mean we can go right into who's there now.
Yeah, let's jump into current day.
Oh, I don't know. Selena Vega just seems like so fucking, like, she's so fucking hot.
Dude.
And she also seems like she would be kind of, like, mean to you in the bedroom, right? Like, she would be kind of, like, dirty.
She would discipline you.
And she would totally discipline you. Yeah, she's so fucking hot. And her outfits are so hot. Like, she's, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is way much better because we're alive. And it's not one of us. Like there's tissues under the bed. Like I love it.
Okay, so
Blessed.
what's your top? Like what top 5? Top
Oh,
five-
like,
top 5?
Zelina, Peyton Royce,
Okay.
and Asuka. I love Asuka. Asuka's so hot. I love when she screams in Japanese. You have no idea what she's saying, but she's so awesome. But I mean, seriously, Rhea Ripley, you guys.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley does.
Good lord.
Okay, that's my number 1.
Okay.
Whoa, you're number
That's
one.
my number 1.
Like if
Wow.
Shannon was gonna
Ripley.
get somebody into
Yes.
bed, her
Rhea
name.
Ripley
Rhea
is so
Ripley.
fucking strong and such a beast. Like, I lost all faith when Trish Stratus left WWE.
Here we go.
And I'm pounding my hand because I love women's wrestling, period. That's what drew me in, whatever. What do you
Trod
me in. Fuck off. That's what drew me in. Like, I love women's wrestling, and then watching these pillow fight bullshits is like, this is stupid.
Bullshit.
Like, I'm just like so embarrassed. You must be so embarrassed. And then you got these powerhouses, Bailey, Sasha, Becky, fucking Rhea is my top number 1 hot list because this bitch is a beast. Beast.
Very
I
good.
don't give a fuck. Beast.
One of my favorite things about Rhea is that her hair isn't just extensions.
No, yes.
Colored extensions, like literally everybody else on the roster.
Yeah.
Yes,
she's awesome.
Beast.
She's great.
Amazing.
She's strong. She's a beast. She can wrestle.
Say beast
like,
one more time.
Beast. She can wrestle. I mean, let's go away from these pillow fight matches that we've had for however piss breaks.
Too long.
Piss breaks.
Can I also say,
Well, that's been years ago.
right now the rumor is Charlotte is supposed to face Rhea Ripley
Let's
at
do it.
WrestleMania.
Let's do
I
it,
hope Rhea
dude.
fucks her up.
Rhea Ripley.
That's the rumor.
That would be amazing
Hot.
if Rhea fucked her up.
hot. This bitch can wrestle. She's fucking amazing.
Who do you got, Adam? Current.
For current, I'd put Becky up there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Of course. I mean,
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we skipped Adam's. We skipped Adam.
Oh my God, Adam, you should have butted in.
dude,
Okay.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I
It's
thought we were
okay.
going to save that
Dude,
for the
it's
main
okay.
event of the show.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, we'll save it for the main
Adam's
event. We'll
going
save it
to
for-
a promo
Okay.
about, okay, we'll get to Adam's favorite in a little
Later.
bit.
Talk
All right,
about
let me-
Becky now.
all right. Yeah, Becky. She's just she is the current Lita and Trish, or what was the term? Trita?
Trita.
She's the current Trita. Hot and can fight like a mofo. She is,
Yes.
yeah.
Adam, have you seen the recent video of Becky dipping her pants a little bit, showing her thong?
Looking that up right now.
Yes. It's incredible. I'm
I
just
didn't see
saying.
this video.
It's great.
Video. I mean, I'll definitely make sure I could.
I don't think it's a
could get to
recent.
it,
I don't,
but
or I don't know. I just recently found it. I don't know.
I just
remember-
recently found it too because you sent it to me. I just wanted to make sure Adam was aware of this video that's out there that he could possibly keep Kleenex in business to.
Under the
Jesus
bed.
Christ.
Is Kleenex also so like Shanko and Kleenex are gonna be our sponsors? Is that-
Hopefully, that's what I'm
Kleenex, if
shooting
you're
for.
listening.
Yeah.
That's what I'm shooting for. Aquavit,
Lubriderm.
Kleenex, Shanko.
Send us beer.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you on Becky, and I'm gonna do you one better. I think Becky is the hottest chick that's ever worked in the company.
Okay.
I'm
Now we need to have a discussion.
no,
Carissa.
that's it, and that's all.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay,
You might be
It's
right,
not.
but definitely conversation worthy.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
it is
Yeah,
conversation
it's
worthy.
definitely.
No, she's definitely of course
Yes.
she's in the conversation.
yeah.
Other ones, as of right now, I'll say Dana Brooke.
Oh my god.
That's fine.
I don't.
Wait, what?
I'm not
Adam-
against that. I don't disagree.
You had a firm job as host on this show.
No.
I'd like to thank you for your contributions to the show, but you've been future endeavored.
Here, have a little more bubbly.
I'm gonna slide right in.
I need more bubbly for this shit.
No, okay.
Okay.
Okay, Dana
So,
Brooke, we're moving
All right,
on.
so
Dana Brooke has gotten a
Yes.
little bit of raw deal. Like if she got a push, I think, because she's like, dude, her body's like, she will
Yeah.
kick your fucking ass.
And she's got DSL.
yeah.
I think Dana
Seven
Brooke.
lips.
I think Dana Brooke would have done better 10 years ago because I think she is hot, but I don't think she's particularly. She's not at the other chick's level. That's why she's not on TV very much, right? Like,
Right.
her promos are fucking god awful.
Well, it's because she's been pushed into all these weird gimmicks. Like, I
Yeah,
remember,
but-
like
as god
for,
awful as Charlotte or Bailey.
Yeah.
for 5 minutes, she was the statistician for Titus Worldwide. That
I
was.
actually love that.
I love that too. Me
I
too.
I thought it was
but-
amazing.
Me too.
I mean, while I wasn't necessarily a fan of that entertainment wise, I thought that like she worked well with it. But I'm still waiting for that big push for her, just from a work ethic.
You know what?
Yeah.
Just given that this is a podcast about who's the hottest,
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with her.
No.
With you.
Look, it's all subjective. right?
It totally is.
We can't argue.
Oh, yeah.
We like to argue,
Yeah.
Right.
but we can't because it's subjective.
Yeah.
And I could argue with several things, but I'm not arguing with that one. I do, but I like.
She has the background to work.
She reminds me of the ones that like Gail Kim or Beth Phoenix, you know. But it's just like, it's not her time. Like there are better people. Like maybe she needs a better gimmick. Like I don't know what they're doing with her, but yeah,
So, there's
I
some
don't
kind of
agree.
push. It'll come to her. It'll find her some way. Hashtag give Dana a chance.
I think she's pretty for a blonde, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can't believe that no one's mentioned Alexa Bliss yet. She's got to be the one, like besides Becky.
You haven't gotten to me. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who do you like?
My list begins with Charles.
Yeah.
Caruso.
You are in
I
love
think
with
it
Charles
also ends
Caruso.
with Charles.
Well, it doesn't necessarily end. She's so overlooked because she's backstage.
Well, first of all, she's not a wrestler, which is I thought
She's-
that was what was the show's about. Because if you want to do that,
Right.
No.
then I
She's
think
not a
it's-
wrestler. Look, I mean, we could have mentioned Mike McGurk. Which, if
But
you know who Mike McGurk is, good for you.
Well,
But we didn't mention Mike McGurk because she's not Charles.
Well, I would have mentioned Mike McGurk, but I have vision.
Right. Thank you. You're not blind.
Yeah.
Look,
Hold on. Whoever's phone keeps buzzing on the fucking
it's not
desk.
mine. It's not
I don't
mine.
have my phone in here.
Is it any one of you listeners?
Okay. All right, get back to your list.
Okay,
I'm
if
sorry.
you're talking about now, then let's go Renee Young.
Oh,
No.
I will say Charles Caruso, hotter than Renee Young.
Yeah,
False.
I agree.
Charles Caruso, right now,
But
I've got her as number one. Also, I'd like to make it official on the show. I'm asking for a hall pass for WrestleMania because Charles Caruso is going to be at WrestleCon.
he says Charles, and it's like a dude.
It's hilarious.
Charles!
Charlie
No.
Caruso.
Charles. Look, Charles is number one. Tony Storm is number two.
Oh,
Yes.
Tony Storm, dude.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
She's
Good
really
Lord.
tiny. We met her
I
in the
would
elevator.
You told
Wait.
that story before.
Oh,
Wait, Shannon just said let's do it.
do
I'm
it.
assuming
Take
she
pictures.
means let's do a threesome. I don't know for sure. I'm just assuming. Look, Charles number one, Tony Storm number two, and that's about where my list ends. So I'm going to cut it off right there. And then you guys were talking about the next round of drinks. I don't know what's happening right
Oh,
now.
I was just trying to get her to get me a beer.
Oh.
She was up.
Look, this is the international symbol for Eddie asking for a beer.
I have to pee.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
Okay, go ahead. Go pee.
Look, we did pee in San Diego. You just get up and go.
Well, this is a very
But
different
this is like a
room,
serious
and
ass
it's like
conversation.
very-
No, it really is, but we still have to get to Ed. So if you guys need to go pee, go pee.
We have to pee
It's fine.
and get drinks.
Also, Ed has a message for you guys. That means get him a beer.
Yes, please.
One of those Coronitas.
Those tiny Coronas that are
Baby Corona or like
Get him a baby Corona and open it.
Yes, please.
No, I didn't-
Thank you.
That's the move. So,
Close the door behind you guys, please.
close the door.
Okay, so all right.
Charlie
if you're gonna,
Caruso.
Okay, if you're gonna swing around to me, I'm gonna go with. Well, we already established that I agree with Adam. I've told you what I feel about Becky.
You love Becky. And
oh my
look,
God.
it's on numerous levels, right? It's not just Becky's cute. It's
Oh,
that Becky
no.
can
Becky is
fucking
all
go.
around. She's
Becky's
everything.
Becky
I-
is the current day Bobby Heenan of the women's division. Becky can do it all.
That's fair. Yeah, I liked her since the first time I saw her when I started watching NXT. Like
You
early
really
on when
did.
she was doing the Irish jig
Yes.
bullshit. But when she came out, her first time with the steampunk gimmick was her match with Sasha at that one takeover. I think
Right.
it was her only. That might have been her only takeover match.
And the crowd was singing her song after the match ended when Sasha beat her. Like,
Yeah,
that made her in NXT.
That was such a good match. I was like,
Yes.
this chick is fucking good. And
Yes.
I loved one of my favorite parts of it was after the match, she lost to the not an arm bar. Now I'm trying to think. I guess the bank statement, right? Oh, well, because I guess that would work your arm. Whatever it was, Becky was selling her arm the whole way up the ramp. She was holding her arm, and I was like, that's a little attention to detail that I wish more people would do.
She's a
Like,
professional.
more people should watch her, I guess.
Right.
That was so good. And I mean, I always thought she was super hot, but then it was just even more and more.
It's
she's just the
more
hottest-
than that,
she's
dude.
the
Like
hottest
it's
chick ever.
more than Becky's like, oh, Becky's beautiful.
Right.
It's more than that, dude. Like she is. You and I have had a lot of conversations about Becky. She is the current day Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Like she's at the top of the division. If you had to pick a guy closest to her, you would take obviously Roman Reigns. But Becky is so above and beyond that. Like, she has taken the women's division above and beyond where it should be.
She also
Right.
has
To where-
the most badass Stone Cold Stunner done to Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I would argue Kevin Owens. But
Fair argument, but still.
Becky is absolutely incredible in where she has taken the women's division to. Compared to any other woman before her, she deserves more credit than your quote-unquote Becky's hot. It's
Oh,
way
absolutely.
beyond that, dude. Like, Becky is beautiful, yes, but Becky is to women's division what Stone Cold was to the men's division in, like, 1998.
Totally. And I thought, and I told you this back in the day before she kind of got her new The Man, persona, when she was still doing the steampunk thing, I thought she was like the women's version of Ricky Steamboat.
Yes.
I thought she was going to be a career babyface.
Yes.
And be like win a title once in a while, and
Yes.
if there was a lower level title, that would be the one she would win, like Steamboat. I didn't think she'd ever be world. I thought she'd be the women's champion, but only because there wasn't a title below that.
Right.
I never thought she'd be considered one of the top ones, but I did think she was one of the most talented. I just felt like she was being overlooked, but she was just such a likable personality. She was much more Ricky Steamboat to me than she was Stone Cold. Just
Right.
like
I agree with you.
Now
Yeah,
she's
was supposed
like-
to be the baby face.
yeah, now she's kind of like, man, if she was my neighbor, like I'd be kind of nervous about. I'd make sure my tree was trimmed back,
Yeah.
and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
She's a
don't
solid
fuck.
tweener. Like, Stone Cold was that tweener to where, like, was he a good guy? Was he a bad guy? No, he was just a badass. Like, that is the current day Becky Lynch.
Right? Yeah, she's great.
No, she's
fucking-
incredible.
Yeah.
She's more than great.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, look, here's drinks getting delivered. Wait, me?
I don't know.
I'm getting a corn.
You got it.
Hey,
Tiny.
let's cheers so people know what's going on.
Salud.
Cornita.
So the other one I just briefly mentioned was Alexa Bliss, and that's kind of like Becky and Alexa seem to be the two, like go on Twitter or talk to just random people. Alexa's kind of seems to be the one that more people who don't watch wrestling, especially,
Alexa is beautiful.
yeah, she's
Look, I mean,
How many times has she broken the internet?
right.
Yeah.
I look at pictures of Alexa and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, she's just so fine.
Right.
But then at the same time, Alexa can go. Like, that's the difference between 2020 versus 1988. You look at somebody that's beautiful, they're just ring candy. They accompany a wrestler to the ring, they do backstage interviews. Now, they do backstage interviews, they do interviews in the ring, they wrestle, they do it all.
Yeah.
And they're still beautiful. That is Alexa Bliss. She does it all.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, she's fantastic.
Is
She's
she
awesome.
being wasted with Nikki Cross? I mean, they're kind of exploring like the face turn Alexa right now, but like,
I don't think you're ever being wasted if you're on TV every week. You know
you're
what I
right.
mean?
No, you're absolutely right.
But I don't
Yeah.
like face Alexa.
I don't either, and I agree with
so
you on
much
that.
better.
And
yes,
she will be heel before the end of this year,
agree
without question.
Agree.
I also thought Nikki was a really good heel. I don't understand the reason for
Nikki
either.
Cross.
Yes, Nikki Cross.
Yes.
Well, I think it's because she has like a quirkiness to her that's kind of charming. I think she actually works better as a baby face because she can still do the crazy psychotic shit, and you love her for it.
She can, but Nikki Cross is no better than Sarah Logan without Alexa Bliss at her side.
I don't know that I agree with that.
I like Nikki Cross, but I think she's better because of Alexa.
Oh, for sure, and
Well,
that's
yeah.
and that's why they put her with her.
That's what I'm saying.
But I
Nikki
don't
Cross
think she-
without Alexa. Where's Nikki Cross on the main
I'll
roster?
tell you what, those two have a match this summer, possibly at SummerSlam.
I agree.
Alexa turns, maybe even right after WrestleMania turns on her.
I agree. You need Alexa as heel
Yeah.
to really build the division.
Yeah.
So I'll give you one more name. Since we started this as crushes, I'll circle back to that, right? And you and I have talked about this, and you were shocked when I said this, and I know you were going to be shocked when I say this. And I'm not saying the hottest chick, but if you want to talk about crushes, like who I like wished I like knew and was friends with, Ruby Riott.
Yuck.
No, he's talked about that multiple times.
I love Ruby.
Yeah.
I am
And
such.
I disagree.
I am
100%
such
with
a
you.
Ruby Riott fan, dude. I think she's so good.
loves
She
her.
had a match
So
with
good, though.
she had a match with Rousey about a year ago, right after the Rumble. Killer match. I mean,
And I don't
she's
disagree
so
with
good,
you.
and she's just to me, I'm just like, she's just super cool. Like I just wish, I wish Ruby Riott was like some chick that lived down the street from me, and we have some drinks and listen to the Misfits.
Nah, and look, I don't
he-
disagree
no,
with
he
you.
thinks she's hot. Like he's told me that like multiple times.
Well, but
but-
she's not like this level. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
no,
going to
no,
compare
no,
her
but
to
I mean,
any
like,
of
you're
the.
definitely like I'm like, ew, and you're like, oh my god, I think she's so hot.
But see, that's where I disagree with him. in-ring performer, 100%. Ruby
Yeah.
Riott is the shit. Looks-wise,
I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying that.
but that's the point of this episode is
Yeah.
crushes.
Crushes.
Hot,
No, he does.
beautiful. I'm gonna finish and
No,
keep Kleenex in business.
he genuinely has a crush on. I can verify this. He
I'm like-
genuinely has a crush
Yeah.
on Ruby Riott.
Disagree.
Well, you can.
Respectfully.
But, I mean, he's not saying that. Oh, this is someone I want to be friends. Like he genuinely has a crush on her.
And the Riot Squad in general, the Riot Squad, when they used to
Yeah.
come on my TV, I was so happy, dude. But especially, I'm like
yeah, we haven't
smitten.
really talked
Okay.
about
Wow.
Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's
Yeah,
adorable.
Liv Morgan made my top list.
Wait.
Yes.
When
You want to
Liv,
get Liv
Yes.
Morgan into your bed.
I would
Yes.
definitely want
Yes.
Liv Morgan in my bed.
God bless you guys.
Yes.
When Liv came out for Lana's wedding, I wanted
Yes.
to throw up
That-
because
that-
I was like,
No, that's
This-
when I was.
this is so annoying that this is the angle that they're putting Liv in. You know, like I was
But she
waiting for
still
her to
looked
come
hot.
back, and she still did look hot.
Yes, she
but
did.
And-
I was waiting for her to come back, but it was like you're just coming back for this. Come on, man! Like
No. This was the angle that I was waiting for Liv Morgan to come back in. I was like, yes,
with Lana,
yes,
no,
With lesbianism.
Yes.
with lesbianism.
Yes,
And-
lesbianism.
HLA.
Yes.
HLA.
And who was the only one who got to meet Liv Morgan on Bourbon Street after WrestleMania?
Nobody asked you.
Eddie
Yeah.
Martin.
You.
And you know why? Because you
we
were.
went back to sleep.
Because you guys were all three of you were lame. Adam was
Wait.
the coolest one because he was in the strip club. But the three of you were lame.
I took Shannon back to our room. In New
yeah,
Orleans.
you should have sent her back to her room.
I might have had anal with her that night.
Oh.
Whoa!
I'm just saying, stack up your Liv
Okay,
Morgan
okay.
meeting story to that. I'm just saying.
I think he's done drinking for the
Seriously,
night.
he is.
No, I'm not.
He's cut the fuck off.
I'm gonna tell your mom to listen to this.
Gail will love
Yeah,
that.
I think Gail would really enjoy
Gail
this.
will subscribe and leave
Okay,
a comment
Liv
on
made my
iTunes.
hot list. Liv absolutely made my hot list.
You know who my all-time favorite is though?
Who?
Dude or female?
Edge, who just came back, and doesn't he look hotter than ever with the silver fox thing?
You love that.
Oh my god, he's so sexy.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Right off the bat, when Edge came out at the Royal Rumble, and he had his eyes wide open like he was about to burst into
I
tears.
almost cried. I didn't quite cry, but I almost.
Because you said, when we talked about this
Yeah, I
before the
know.
Royal Rumble even happened, you're like, if Edge comes back, I'm going to cry. I couldn't look at you
because you were.
for that reason, because if you were crying, I was going to cry, then he was going to cry,
I was
pointing
okay.
at
I
Ed.
was just screaming when he came out, but then when he looked like he had tears in his eyes, I had tears in my eyes.
Okay,
It
that's why I didn't look at
Tears
you.
weren't streaming down my face, but I definitely had tears in my eyes.
That was highly emotional.
Yes, it
Because
was
Edge should not
highly
have come back from that
emotional.
injury. He should not have.
No.
He did.
But Edge was always, and I think you guys know this from previous episodes when we were in the San Diego experience.
Experience.
Edge is my favorite wrestler, but I also rank him the hottest. He is so
Long hair, short hair,
amazing.
don't matter.
Don't matter.
Bang
I
him either
definitely
way.
like him better with the long hair. I'm
Yeah.
so glad he grew his hair back up, but I would still totally do him with the.
He looks
short
good with the
hair.
long hair. I gotta
Yeah,
agree.
but he
And
definitely
the
looks good with
and
the long
the gray
hair.
fa- gray facial hair.
it.
Either way.
Eddie's like so on board. He was like, "That's exactly how my husband. This is what Eddie looks like. You
thought
guys,
that's what
long
I
hair,
thought.
gray facial hair." He's like, "Oh yeah, he looks hella good."
Next Christmas, I'm getting
Yeah, it
you a
was
long
like-
leather jacket.
Yes.
You'll have to-
Oh my god, he has one from.
Oh,
when-
there you go.
He has a Becky jacket from when he was the Scarecrow.
For
last
Halloween.
year for Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Edge is like, so fucking hot. Edge and Christian, like I would just cool threesome.
So many
Do it-
poses with them.
That's a cool
Yes.
threesome fantasy.
You do an Eiffel Tower with him.
Oh my god.
Christian
Or other
current day
things.
or Christian like 1998?
Christian.
No,
version?
like current, like
1998.
literally current.
No.
Like they both have aged amazingly.
Shannon disagrees.
I
See,
disagree.
Dude, Christian looks so good.
That's interesting to hear that about Christian because Vince wanted to put a blue dot over his face because he thought he looked weird. Remember?
I don't remember
You never
that.
heard that?
No, I've never heard that.
We'll talk about that offline.
Like,
Let's
Dude,
go offline
Christian-
with that.
my other older, Ricky Steamboat forever, you guys.
Fucking A.
Dude, Ricky
You got that yellow fever.
Ricky
Oh.
Steamboat.
God.
Dude, I do like Gail Kim, Oscar, Ricky Steamboat for sure. I like Asians, you guys.
Dude, that's hot.
Ricky Steamboat is so amazing.
Wait, when did this turn into a sausage party?
Dude.
When did this turn into a sausage
Ricky
party?
Steamboat came in like
These things
fucking-
happen.
What?
Ricky
Ricky
Steamboat is like
He's a silver fox too, you guys.
Dude, that was like, we should have talked about that like 30 minutes ago. Dude, your wife is amazing.
Carissa mentioned Ricky Steamboat. Like, she's
Yes!
on my level right now.
Dude,
He's
I want to
so,
faint right now.
love him.
What do you think about dudes, Shannon? Like, what dudes you like?
Dude, I have hella dudes. Well, not hella dudes, but like at least like 4.
What do you think about Randy Orton?
Can you break out your list, please?
Okay, let me tell you something about this Randy Orton. This Randy Orton, when I was like,
Which Randy Orton?
this Randy,
Okay.
this Randy
This,
Orton.
you mean like
As opposed-
2019 Randy
opposed to
Orton?
Randy
that.
Orton, and when I first noticed Randy Orton, like when Facebook was like hella popular, right? Facebook, or not Facebook, MySpace. You know, you could plaster hella shit on your page on Facebook. I plastered this picture of Randy Orton in this towel, and it was so hot.
He had his hair
It was
like
like
me.
a
I'm
Randy
just gonna
Orton,
say.
like he was so young. It was like Evolution Randy Orton.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Evolution Randy Orton is my shit.
All right.
Not so much Randy Orton now. He's looking a little old. Like, hey, I'm not judging, but
I'm looking a little old. Wait a
Evolution
second.
Randy Orton was my prime. Randy Orton Evolution would be all up on that shit.
Get paper towels.
Yes.
Shannon needs a cleanup. Aisle
Clean
3.
up on aisle 3.
Well, do you have a list of dudes?
Do I have a list of dudes?
Who's
Yeah.
your hottest
Okay.
dude?
I'm not paging Doctor like whatever here, but
You
like,
are.
look. I will say, if I looked at a dude on the current WWE roster or under the current WWE umbrella, Pete Dunne is bagging hella chicks. Pete
Wow.
Dunne, right? He's not on a lot of people's lists, but Pete Dunne is a good-looking guy.
Babe.
Okay.
If
Never
I
would've
had
thought
to
that.
look at a
He
guy
is,
on
he
current
is,
roster
babe, he
and
is,
be
babe.
like, who's pulling hella chicks?
You like it?
Pull up. I don't like it. Look, if I had to stretch the back door for someone.
Oh my god, ew! No, you're so wrong.
No, I'm not wrong, because you pull up a current picture of Pete Dunne. He's a good-looking guy. He is a good. If I'm looking at somebody
I
on the current
literally
roster,
just pulled up a picture of him
No,
and he's not.
I don't think you pulled up a current picture of him.
No.
I'm pretty sure
let
I
me,
did.
Let me go to your defense, because I pulled up when I knew we were going to do this segment. I had my 5 that I was like, okay, yes. But then I went through the WWE current WWE roster, not AEW, which there's one on AEW. But anyway.
Oh, spoiler.
Okay, so I went through the AEW or the WWE current roster, and I said, okay, UK, okay, and I pictured
She on the way in.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
No, what she means is on the way in, we had a conversation about, okay, if we had to take dudes, who are you taking?
She likes him.
And I'm like,
No.
okay, he's maybe on the. She guessed Pete
I
Dunne.
know Scott's taste.
Have you
First
guys,
off, she
have
guessed
you guys
Edge.
even seen Andrade?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god!
Okay, he's not even-
When he
Uh,
comes out
I know Scott's gay taste. So
when he comes out with Zelina, like I have so many fantasies.
Well, he is a sexy, sexy man.
Oh my
And
god!
he chose Charlotte.
I know.
Really?
I know
Scott's-
he could
Really?
do so much better.
Way better. He could bang Zelina
We were looking last.
if she
Well,
wasn't
no.
dating Alistair.
Alistair is
Who I'm gonna guess is on
very
Shannon's list.
attractive, I'm sure.
Shannon has 5. We know 1, Randy Orton.
And Pete
Wait,
Dunne.
you do?
No, Pete Dunne is not on. That's on my
No,
list.
that's on Scott's.
If I had to stretch the back door, like get a
I-
colonoscopy.
You've said that twice now. I feel like you're like
Yeah.
planning
he
it.
wants one.
I think
I
Eddie
don't
and I both agree on this one. Corey Graves. Corey Graves is an
Okay.
attractive man.
That's like my top 2, dude. That's my
I
top
tried
2.
to introduce Corey Graves to Shannon
Top 2.
at a New
And I
Orleans
couldn't
bar,
do it.
and Shannon couldn't do it. She could not do it. I tried to, and I knew Shannon had a crush on Corey Graves.
He is.
And I was like,
That's my second.
oh my God, Corey Graves is in this small ass bar that we're in. He was hanging out with Carmella, whatever.
Whatever.
I want to introduce Shannon. Shannon was like, no, don't do that. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is your
Corey
hall
Graves
pass.
is my top 2.
This is your hall pass. And she's like, no, I'm good.
hall pass.
Hall. Are you familiar with what a hall pass is? Married couples, hall pass? That means, Shannon, that as a husband, I can grant you a hall pass that if you meet said person, and I get this from friends, if you meet said person, you have a hall pass to proceed as whatever.
Yeah, but is it laminated?
If it has to be.
Yeah, it's laminated. Well, it's
Oh, that
it's
was
laminated to protect it from, you know.
Right.
okay. Well, you're the one that made
But
the
there's
Friends
also a-
reference, and then you like stopped with the Friends reference because you clearly didn't get the laminated comment. So.
I didn't.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
Yeah. The hall pass says no bukkake on it, though. Right?
Why does it say that? Bukkake
Oh.
should be like
Encouraged.
encouraged. Yes.
So who's your favorite?
Bukkake.
My favorite dude?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, I
Look,
probably Rick Rude,
Yes.
right?
I can't disagree with that.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Rick Rude overall.
Yes.
Currently,
God.
I'm gonna go, and I'll probably get heat for this. Roman Reigns.
No, he's very
No.
sexy.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
Roman Reigns. Come on,
Over
dude.
Adam Cole.
The tattoos.
Really?
and
Oh my
the-
Over
God.
Adam Cole.
Adam
Roman
Cole,
Reigns
baby.
is so much hotter than Adam Cole.
Yeah,
you guys.
Adam Cole's hair looks dirty.
No, it doesn't.
Roman's looks beautiful.
No.
He's got those beautiful
No.
blue eyes.
Yeah,
well,
but
he used to.
Sometimes Dirty is good. I still love Dean Ambrose for the same reason. I think I'm a little bit like I'm attracted to Zelina Vega. Like he looked like he would be dirty in bed. You know,
Yeah.
like Dean
Like
Ambrose
Roman
just-
Reigns.
No, not Roman Reigns. Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose just
Oh.
looked dirty. Like he would be like.
Like he put it in your back door without
Like
asking.
he would definitely do dirty things to you. Yes.
Yeah, like he'd choke you a little bit.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
yes. Exactly.
Okay.
And
okay.
it's like I'm kind of down with that.
I'm also gonna I'll also add Mark Henry
oh my
because
god.
I like
Oh
being
my
dominated.
God.
He does like being
My
dominated.
exit. That's my exit.
And I think if you're gonna pick someone to dominate you, who better
you are
than
in
him?
the BBC.
The last one I want to mention though, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's my
What the
favorite.
fuck?
Dude, he's so
Dude,
cute.
What the
Sami
fuck?
Zayn
Okay,
is
Sam-
so
yes.
cute.
You swerved on me. No, this is some bullshit.
And he's
Yes.
fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Like he's just such a
Yes.
douche, and you're just like he's like that douchey
Yes.
bad boy. Or, oh, I can reform him, you know, like or whatever. Or if I can't, like he'll just like bang me really good. Sami Zayn's amazing.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Agree.
Sami Zayn.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
Agree.
see?
Agree.
Yeah, he looks
Agreed.
like he'll probably eat your ass too. I just get that from looking at him.
Hey, Sammy.
Sorry.
How are you doing?
Call me.
What's up? Call me. See you at WrestleCon, baby. Maybe.
All right, anyone else have anyone?
I think
Got
that
to.
Adam does.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm so sorry.
But I got some dudes too.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Finn Balor.
Oh,
Yes, that's Shannon's.
Yes.
Oh my God, Finn Balor.
Oh my
You know,
God.
Finn, he
Whoa.
has those like. He looks tired. He looks tired all the time.
Not in NXT, he doesn't.
I didn't.
He
finish
looks
mine.
He has
rejuvenated.
that same like under eye thing that Christina Applegate has.
Yes, but he looks rejuvenated in NXT.
But I didn't finish my list.
But it's like,
Oh.
a relaxed state
No, I
with
didn't
him.
finish my
Yeah.
list.
Wait. Adam, before we finish your list,
No, I didn't finish my list.
and before I finish, Shannon, would you like to finish your list?
No, I don't care.
No, please.
No,
Finish.
I didn't finish my list.
We've got the paper towels
So
here.
you want it?
Bounty.
Do you want it in order?
sure.
Because this is my
Sure,
shizzle
give it to us in order.
Do it in reverse order. Let's go. Let's get crazy. It is a drunk
Okay,
podcast.
but Adam, go first.
No, you can right
Because I
here.
can't find
I think
it.
she's
It
still
was
finding the
right
list.
there.
So in the
God.
meantime, I'll throw in my other one, John Morrison.
Oh
Very
yeah.
very much so. Like
Love Adam
even
Morrison.
Clean up aisle 3.
his original run, everywhere
good here.
he's been since his return and during his return, he still looks fantastic.
Okay.
Let's talk about
I
his
used
wife.
to agree with you until that incident with
You hate
Melina.
him now.
I fucking hate them. No, don't talk. You do not talk shit about Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Ever.
I will murder you.
I agree. And I'm surprised Shannon's on board with John Morrison after all that
I
bullshit.
know.
Actually,
Especially because, like, yeah, his fucking dumbass girlfriend, like, thought she was
Right.
Like, no.
How are you on
Taya?
Trish's level?
Taya?
No,
What are
no.
you talking about?
No, Melina.
Melina, when he was in Melina.
I'm just gonna-
Shannon, let's finish up your
Remember-
list. Give us
I can't
3
find
through
it.
She
5.
can't find her list, so it's over.
So my list, dudes.
Yeah. Dudes.
Alistair,
Alistair, yes.
Adam Cole, Bay,
Adam Cole.
Finn Balor,
Adam Sandler.
Darby Allen.
Oh, wait, whoa.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Darby Allen.
He's a
I
skater
have a thing
boy.
for guys in face paint.
I said, see you later, boy.
Period. And that's about it on dudes. Period.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Adam. I think we're gonna turn the
Adam
show over to
Cole,
you.
baby.
I'm gonna close everyone else's mics for the next few minutes. You can take us home.
My number one favorite overall. Also, for those of you that don't know, we have a fantasy wrestling league among us. In the one season that I won, literally in the one season that I won, and I've come in last in several
Like
of these
everyone.
seasons. No, I think there was that one time I finished in the middle of the pack. I was like,
You're like, wait, if I'm
It's
not
a-
first, I'm last.
exactly. That's why that one season confused the shit out of me. But I named that one season I won. I named it after my favorite female wrestler, one Miss Candice Michelle.
Yay!
So I thought that in that era of the excessive Playboy theme matches and pillow fights and all of that, she was one of those figures where she was part of the company to be that extra eye candy, to be part of all those backstage promos. But I still felt that there was definitely potential with her. She could definitely wrestle, like that current package that Lita and Trish and Becky and all the current wrestlers have. I could feel that it was in there, but obviously it just wasn't being executed properly. WWE just at the time just wanted to market the Divas division as like a group for a sex symbol or just for the visual appeal, not the wrestling.
Because what was her era? She was like
2005-ish.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, after Invasion, and then going into
That was 2001.
yeah, and then into like 2009 or so.
You just fucked him up with that question.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no,
I
no.
was- Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
It was the early mid 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, totally. Yeah.
So
Terrible.
ideally, the match where she won her women's championship, maybe not the best executed one. I think it was like the way that it was worked. It seemed like I don't know. It seemed like Melina was taking a dive on that. But
Well,
as the
it's,
champ,
it's not a real match.
all right. But as the champion, she really showed that she was a fighting champion. So she did have that balance of looking beautiful and putting in the work, being able to wrestle. I also just loved her entrance. So like just every gimmick about her as an individual performer in WWE, I thought was well done. Like she had, the entrance was. It had to require a cutaway video, and she didn't use any pyro, but the robe or the jacket exposure at the ring, that, like, I imitate that.
You do it
from
all the
to
time. Yeah.
Of
not
course.
not time to time, all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. All the time. Especially that one season that I won the fantasy league.
Yes.
I celebrated the shit out of that. I told them to put that music
You really did.
on the sound. I think I would have to ask Nate or somebody. Somebody has the video of celebration on that one. But yeah,
We're gonna have to tweet that.
yeah.
or just after this recording. I
We'll
mean, I could
find
just
that.
get into it. Give me a few more Dr. Peppers,
or
and
maybe
then I got
tonight,
it.
yeah, we'll get a new one.
Something like that. But I mean, she's my celebration of like what a beautiful escort to the ring would be, to what a hardworking wrestler would be, and then just outside of the ring, just being a great mom and just a hard worker outside of it, being just having great discipline towards hard work. And I thought that she's great. And then I definitely told her all this when I met her at WrestleCon.
You
and
met
she was
her?
great. I totally met her.
Oh my
Remember?
God, that's
Remember?
amazing.
So
Yeah. You met her.
with the two of them, they were already in line to
Oh, I
look
did
for
not know.
look for Ric Flair and all these legends. And
Adorable.
I'm like, all right, cool. Where's Candice?
She was next to Virgil
And Boogeyman.
in the elevator.
Oh yeah.
Did she do a foot fetish video?
God, I hope so.
Quentin Tarantino hopes so.
Oh yes.
Now, what about the she was on the GoDaddy commercials?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How did you feel about those?
Oh, that was her.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful in those.
You love it.
Those
Yeah,
were
definitely.
those were controversial.
Very much, but me also being the sports nut. Yes, definitely any exposure that I had to her, it was, I mean, she just executed it well. Whether it was, you have to be the model for this project, or you have to be a wrestler for this one. I thought she did very well.
All right. Well, you've said it all. You've wrapped her up nicely.
No, I haven't.
To close the show out, because we're running way long, I'm going to go around the room, and if anyone wants to make one brief comment or pick up a name they forgot, and I will start with you.
No, I don't have a brief comment or picking up a name, but he did mention that when he won the one time of our wrestling
Fantasy
League, his team name was Candice Michelle is Fine, and we always used to say Candice Michelle is fine.
How was
She's
that?
fine.
How is that not a brief comment?
I did.
All right,
Moving on.
never
to
mind.
Shannon.
Moving on. Shannon,
It's not an
Alistair
additional
Black.
comment.
final thoughts.
I already said it.
She
Okay.
said Alistair Black.
All right. Well, we finish off with you. What do you have to say for yourself?
Look, if you don't have Charlie Caruso at the top of your list, at least go give her a look. I'm just saying, she's often overlooked because she's not on camera all the time. Charlie Caruso.
She's not a porn
Thank you.
star. She doesn't need your endorsement.
She totally does. She totally
All right.
does. Sometimes she's relegated to pre-show. She needs my endorsement. And
And-
I'm going to meet her at WrestleCon.
Yay!
Looking for a hall pass.
I'm nervous for her.
All right. And
I'm
the
nervous for me.
the last thing I have to say before Adam closes us out is Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Ruby Riott. Also, nobody mentioned Sasha Banks.
Sad.
Did we need
No,
to?
that's sad.
Okay.
need to.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
just
we-
throw
oh
her
my
in there
God,
just for good
yeah.
measure.
We didn't mention Alicia Fox either. Like,
Alicia,
Oh, fuck you.
I
We
think-
are about
look,
to go
all right,
outside
it-
and brawl.
Okay.
I think Alicia Fox is hot.
No.
Adam, let's
No,
take this home.
All right. So
I'm gonna
let's-
go beat up Scott.
we'll see if we could get that fight posted after this. But thank you for putting up with whatever this was, a love fest, an argument fest, which is pretty much same thing as love. But you know, it's always about compromise, listening to each other's opinions, and still loving each other. We all still love each other at the conclusion of this episode. But for the rest of you, I hope you all have a fantastic Valentine's Day, whatever you are doing to celebrate. Make sure that you tell your family, tell your friends, tell your loved ones about this awesome podcast. Follow us on all the applicable platforms. Also Twitter at wrestling_drunk. My name is Adam. We've got the loving husbands and the loving wives here who they're making gestures towards each other. I don't know if they're loving or if still like mentally arguing what's who's hot, who's not.
There's
but-
heat here.
Yeah. But as far as I'm aware of, the wedding rings are still on. If there are wedding wings, that's the kind of wedding that I want to be a part of. Future wife, this is non-compromisable. Let's take this one out. Thank you for listening. 1, 2, 3. This podcast is over.
Cheers.
What did you
Happy
think?
Valentine's Day, everyone.